So basically what I wanted to go over tonight is just a few simple steps of what it means to take care of someone's affairs. I run a group called Women in Money Montreal, and basically we meet once a week on Zoom. It's a financial literacy group. And I started it because I found that there was a need for women in general to increase their level of financial literacy, but in an environment that was non-judgmental and not full of big financial jargon.
We spend most of our adult years working, grinding away to make ends meet and to save for our golden years. We keep on working to build our nest egg so that when retirement arrives, we're ready to live our remaining years to the fullest. But planning for retirement is not the same as planning for aging. As we get older, our physical and health needs increase, and with that comes a financial burden. As a result, it is absolutely vital to plan for any and all eventuality, no matter how difficult the conversation.
So with everything that I know professionally, I never thought in a million years that I'd have to personally go through this struggle. A few years ago, my ex-husband's parents both ended up going into a nursing home within about a month of each other. Now, they're your typical immigrant story. They came here in the 70s, they worked. They saved. They bought real estate, they put money aside, they had life insurance. They did everything that you're supposed to do on a financial planning checklist, except get those documents that kind of ties everything together. Now, what happened is that one of their family members was the one to take care of their affairs. So they own real estate, they have bills that need to be paid and whatnot. And what happened with that family member is that they didn't take care of anything. Their real estate properties were about to be seized, and they were served by a bailiff at the nursing home. And it was a mess. It was an absolute mess because nothing was organized. So I had to deal with the various financial institutions involved. I also had to deal with the legal process. I also had to deal with the family dynamic. I put it on my shoulders because it had to be done.
The burden is huge when the documents are not in place. And you hear all the horror stories, like there was no will, there was no mandate or no powers of attorneys or no documents in place, no insurance. A lot of things can catch you off guard. And one way to make sure that that doesn't happen is to have those discussions with your advisor.
There are a few documents that have to be in place that are part of the big financial picture. Number one, there should be a will and a notarized will. Number two, power of attorney. Power of attorney is a document that gives permission for a person to act on your behalf while you are of sound mind. Another document that you absolutely need is a protection mandate. While you're able to make your own decisions, the power of attorney, it takes effect. But if you're no longer able to make your own decisions, the protection mandate comes into effect. And there is a process to that. However, the protection mandate needs to be drafted while you're still of sound mind.
When you're planning for your retirement and you've done the plan and you're satisfied with the plan, the next step is to talk about all the other stuff. What if I get sick enough, I have to go live somewhere else? Will I need long-term care? Those are all things that you have to think about before and have those discussions with loved ones.
Most people don't think that far ahead. When they think far ahead, they think about retirement planning. That's all they think about, but they don't think about what happens when you're retired. And when you're retired, you age. And there's a cost to aging. It's a really good question and something that I'm seeing often. And personally, I've been going through this for the past 4 years with a family member. Traditionally, the retirement plan was, this is how much you need at the age of 65 so that you could run off to Florida and, life is easy peasy, but it's not that.
Conversations about finances and our needs can be uncomfortable, but having these conversations now, proactively, will help you and your family set the foundation to ensure your financial security.
Logo, Black Box Productions. Text, produced with the participation of TELUS Fund. Stories for Caregivers is an initiative produced by the Coup Company. Disclaimer.